Alright everybody, today we have the Okie Wonderland Exotic Cannabis Dispensary. It's a beautiful day out here in Broken Arrow, but it's a little chilly, but that's alright. So we should have a bunch of traffic here today, being right off the highway. Oh boy. Yeah, we're sitting there staring through the window. Nice, baby. She's joining in. Let's go. We can see it through the window, baby. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you. Nice. Oh boy.
Right from the opening moments, you can feel the setup unfolding, camera rolling, positioning deliberate, and anticipation building. The location is strategic, the presence intentional, and even before words are exchanged, the tension is already alive. This is the calm before the storm, where observation alone starts triggering curiosity. It's a reminder that sometimes just existing with a camera in public can disrupt people's comfort zones without a single word spoken.
Hi, friend.
What's going on?
What's going on?
How are you?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Not too bad.
Why are you recording me?
Why am I recording?
Yeah, could I just ask?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you support the Constitution?
Why are you I don't feel comfortable answering any questions, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right.
But can I ask why you're recording that?
Nah, I'm not. I mean, I just asked you a question. I really don't feel comfortable answering questions either.
Okay, well, I just want to let you know my customers don't feel too comfortable with you, like, recording them without their consent.
I mean, I don't really need consent, so to say.
So you're just going to stay out here all day and record us?
Maybe.
Okay.
You want me to call the police? He's loitering now.
Loitering? You sound like a law scholar over there.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Just came out right away like you had a new...
The introduction lays out the mission clearly. This isn't random filming. It's a deliberate stress test of public reaction. The narrator frames it as a clash between rights and perception, setting expectations for conflict. The tone is confident, almost provocative, inviting friction. This is where the stage is set. Not just a sidewalk interaction, but a psychological experiment on authority, control, and how people respond when they feel watched.
Oh boy.
You do know my face gets shown on anything, and I will sue the f*** out of you for that, right?
Yeah?
Good.
Okay.
Police are on their way, by the way.
Sounds good.
Good enough.
What do you think they're gonna do?
Hopefully haul your ass to jail for this stupid shit.
For standing on a sidewalk with a phone?
What exactly are you doing out
For standing on the sidewalk with a phone? Really?
Yeah, you're recording people.
Haul me to jail for standing on a sidewalk with a phone.
You're recording people without their knowledge.
I don't need your knowledge or your permission.
Actually, you do.
No.
The first interaction hits, and it's instantly awkward. One side asks questions, but refuses to answer any. A contradiction that fuels discomfort. The employee's unease is clear, but instead of dialogue, walls go up. This moment highlights a key human tendency. People want answers but resist being questioned. The balance of control begins shifting, and what could have been simple curiosity starts leaning toward confrontation.
Oh, yeah? Oh, you better not tell the attorney you said that. That's pretty dumb.
Hey, I'll tell him whatever.
Okay, buddy.
Good luck with whatever you're doing. Huh?
Thank you very much, man. You as well. I hope you have a good day.
Yeah.
Starting to heat up in here now. And there he goes. Got another Faperone over here sitting in the window.
Now the energy thickens. There's no real escalation yet, but the atmosphere is charged. People are watching, whispering, reacting internally. The presence of a camera becomes the focal point, not because of what it's doing, but because of what people assume it represents. This is where perception begins to override reality, and that gap starts creating tension that doesn't need words to grow.
Number one, baby. He already knows.
The first real aggression surfaces, threats of lawsuits and police involvement. It's a classic escalation driven by misunderstanding. Instead of asking what's legal, the reaction jumps straight to punishment. This moment reveals how quickly fear turns into hostility when people feel exposed. The irony is strong. Standing on public ground becomes treated like a crime, purely based on discomfort.
Alright, so hey, text me what kind of car it is so I can kind of look it up, and then I'll get that with you. Alright, have a good one.
The situation deepens into verbal sparring. The employee pushes control. The filmer pushes back with calm defiance. What stands out is the mismatch. Emotion versus composure. One side reacts, the other observes. This contrast becomes the engine of the conflict, showing how knowledge, or at least confidence in it, can shift the power dynamic without raising volume.
Nice, baby. Nice. Nice.
Hey, don't videotape me. That's a good way to get f***ed off. Yeah. You don't think so?
Why are you freaking out, bro?
Yeah,
Over
don't
what?
videotape my fucking truck.
Over what, bro? Hey, Meta, start recording.
Just make this real fast, real quick.
Take a look inside the box.
See you later, buddy. Oh boy. Here we go.
Now we see frustration starting to crack through the surface. The employee exits, the tension lingers, and the camera remains steady. There's a sense of unfinished business, like something bigger is about to unfold. This phase feels like a pause, but it's really just pressure building before the next trigger point.
I got two of them. A serious situation going on here or something.
What's up, my man?
How's it going?
I'm assuming I'm here to talk to you.
I have no idea.
You just out here practicing your First Amendment rights?
That's it.
Okay, can you do me a favor? Just step onto the sidewalk.
Look,
no, onto the sidewalk.
Look, this whole thing is a sidewalk, right?
No, this is.
Okay, so hold on.
Their
let me
curtilage
ask you a
that they
question.
have to pay for.
Let me ask you a question, right? So if I was walking by, am I supposed to just float over this part right here?
No, you can walk across it, but for you to exercise your right, you have to be on the sidewalk that they built. Yes.
Okay.
So just on the
So what you're saying
2
is
feet that way. Yes.
6 inches.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Really.
Yes, because they have to pay to install this. This is their curtilage.
Yeah,
They're
that doesn't
responsible
matter.
for
That
it.
doesn't matter. This is still called the public right of way, my friend.
So can you just hop on the sidewalk?
So
for me, my
what
man?
you're telling me? Just let me hear you out and make sure we're on the same page
Yeah.
here. So are you saying that I'm going to be arrested if I don't move over?
No, that's not what I said at all.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm just asking you to step onto the
All right,
sidewalk
cool.
so that you're
Okay.
within your rights to do so.
I'm within my rights exactly where I
Okay.
am.
All right. Do you have any ID on you, my man?
No, I don't.
ID?
No, I don't.
Okay, cool. You have a YouTube channel or anything like that?
The narrative sharpens its focus, discomfort versus legality. This is the core theme emerging clearly now. Just because people don't like something doesn't mean it's wrong. Yet that distinction is often ignored in real-time situations. The threat of calling police shows how quickly people outsource authority when they don't understand it themselves.
Better, man.
What do you mean?
I mean, look, you look. So you know I'm exercising my First Amendment
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So you can't actually believe that I can't stand right here. Look, I'm not blocking any traffic. I'm not blocking any pedestrians or causing a disturbance
No,
or anything like that.
you're
So
right.
for you to tell me that I can't exist right here and then say, do you have an ID like that with it? Come on, man. That's not how you started. I'd like to continue how you started because you started very well.
I'm confused, I guess, on what do you mean?
What do I mean?
Yeah.
So, look, I'll walk you through again, right? So, you started off correctly. Said you just exercising your First Amendment rights.
Yeah.
And then you said, I need to move over 2 feet, which is incorrect. Completely incorrect,
Okay.
by the way. And I would assume you know that, because you're talking about curtilage and public right-of-way. It sounds like you know what you're talking about. It almost
Right.
sounds like you're trying to test me and see whether or not I know what I'm talking about. And, I do know what I'm talking about. So...
Okay.
And then you ask me for my ID for what? You know what you need to get people's ID, right? You need probable cause or reasonable
I
suspicion,
don't need
right?
probable cause to
Yeah,
ask
to
you for your
ask,
ID.
for sure.
I can ask you for your ID.
For sure.
It is your right to deny me
For
access to the...
The tension peaks again with louder hostility. Insults replace logic, and the situation becomes emotionally charged. This is where many encounters spiral out of control, but here, the camera remains steady. The contrast between chaos and calm becomes the defining feature, showing how restraint can neutralize even aggressive reactions.
You demanded it. What I'm saying is, you're walking up to somebody, you know what I'm doing, and you still
And dude,
have to come and
man,
ask
honestly,
for my ID.
I don't have an issue with what you're doing, man. I don't want to get run over here. I don't have an issue with what you're doing, man. So
I would hope not.
No, I don't.
You took an oath to uphold the Constitution?
I did twice.
There you go. Are you military as well?
I am, yes.
All right.
So we're here on behalf of the business, obviously.
It's kind of crazy.
What's that?
I mean, you show up on behalf of a business to tell me that I can stand on a sidewalk?
Well, no, I mean, obviously your actions, filming people going in and out of the business owners don't like that, so that's why.
So they call more people with more cameras and guns to their dispensary, their weed dispensary?
It's a call for service, man. I've got to come here.
I know you don't get to decide. I'm trying to show you where my thinking is.
I get it, man. I get it.
Can I just get the CAD number for the call? I don't need you to write a report or anything like that, just a CAD number.
Yeah, man, I'll get you the CAD code. Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Not a problem at all.
Now comes a shift, less shouting, more waiting. The energy becomes unpredictable. Bystanders observe, comment, and subtly influence the atmosphere. This phase is crucial because it shows how public opinion forms in real time, often based on incomplete understanding. The silence isn't peace, it's suspense.
Yep.
And you were Jordan?
Yep, Jordan, badge number 249.
Sweet.
He's 306.
Sweet, awesome. Yeah, you know it right off the bat. You know it right off the rip, man. That's good. A lot of people don't even know their own badge numbers. Nonetheless, they're partners too.
Oh, man, that's what you use the dispatch, man. That's what we use for our designators.
Cool.
Anything occur on that side of the fence?
Everything's been on this
Do me a
side.
favor. Stay out of the drive so we don't get run over by cars. All right.
Well, like, are you talking to your partner here? Or?
No, you. Just the
just me.
Yeah, the director. I'm gonna go grab you that CAD call number and then we'll get out of here. All right,
Thanks.
my man?
Appreciate that.
You have a YouTube channel or?
Yeah, I don't usually give it out though.
Okay.
You'll find it. You'll see it.
Okay.
The lull continues, but it's deceptive. The anticipation of police arrival changes everything. People adjust their behavior, expectations shift, and the situation feels like it's about to be judged. This is where authority is expected to define what's right and wrong, regardless of prior facts.
Just for future reference here, so if I'm like on the sidewalk here and I see somebody like singing or praying on the sidewalk, can I call the police? Are you guys going to show up? Or?
So there is a city ordinance that prohibits people from blocking the sidewalk for passerbys. Okay, so yes, if you would like to call us, we can show up just like we did this, figure out what we got, make the determination at that point. Okay, if it's a misdemeanor that didn't occur in our presence and it's something you're willing to sign a citation for by complaint, then we can fill out that paperwork, you sign the citation, and the two parties will have their day in municipal court. As long as you're not a tribal member and obviously you or the other person involved are tribal members, that would have to be referred to the tribal court for that purpose. Okay.
Cool. Hey, you know what? I appreciate you trying to be professional and end it correctly. Like I said, I deal with a lot of bad police, but I like to point out and give credit where credit is due. So I appreciate you handling it a little bit better than it could have gone.
No, man,
and I'm glad to just see we're on the same page.
When the call came out, I was like, man, we didn't get a lot of good details as far as inside, outside. I had a vague idea of where this was at. I didn't realize it was fenced. Thought process.
The waiting phase highlights uncertainty. No one knows exactly how this will end, and that unpredictability adds pressure. The crowd dynamic plays a subtle role. Some curious, some irritated. It's a social experiment unfolding, showing how different personalities react under the same conditions.
About the situation. You didn't use the word unfortunately, did you?
No.
Not once.
I don't remember saying unfortunately. I don't remember the whole conversation. They asked me if there was anything we could do about you standing out here. I told them there's not, because you have a First Amendment right to be out here.
Okay.
It's public property. They said, well, why is he out there? And I said, it doesn't really matter, because he doesn't have to have a reason.
Sunday.
There you go.
So,
There you go. All right, hey, Mr. Diaz, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for
right.
being professional. Thank you for being cool.
Yeah, no
you
worries.
as well, Mr. Jordan.
You
Take it
anything
easy.
else?
That's
All right.
it, man.
Have a good day, my man.
You guys have a good one. I was just going to tell them that they were dismissed, but you know what? I won't give that to them. I even believe both of these guys pulled into parking spots, amazingly enough.
Have a good one, my man.
You too, man. Take it easy. Try to stay warm out there.
Another confrontation erupts, this time from a bystander. It's raw, emotional, and immediate. The reaction feels personal, even though nothing personal is happening. This is perception at its most intense, where being recorded feels like an attack, even in public space. Emotion overrides logic completely here.